Hi, welcome back to episode 5 of the Rocket Coaches Corner. I'm Hayden Swope, and we are pleased today to be joined by boys basketball coach Joshua Shirley. How are you doing today, Coach?
Very well. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, we are about to that halfway point of the season. How would you assess your team so far?
We've had our ups and downs, and every year I try to explain to our guys, basketball season's very long season. It's a marathon and not a sprint, and you're going to have those highs, you're going to have those lows. Being at 6-3, we can't focus too much on the record as far as how we've been playing. We just want to keep getting better each game, each practice, and put ourselves in the best opportunity come February and into March. And that's what we talked about with the guys the other day. It's more so how we're playing through that month of February. And traditionally, with teams I've coached, we seem to hit a stride, and I'm hoping these guys hit the same stride as we roll over into February here shortly, because that's really the final stretch run of the season. And that's when you really start to see the separation of those who are contending to potentially go to a state tournament and those who are not. So, we just got to keep battling, keep coming to practice every day, because you can't judge too much on the wins and loss column all the time.
We won a defensive game against Clearwater about a week ago and then scored a lot of points against Garden Plain and Winfield. Are you comfortable with your team being able to play both styles?
We're getting there. We know some teams are going to try to do some things to slow us down. Right now in Class 4, we're the second highest behind Bishop Miege in Class 4A, averaging about 65 points a game. So we know teams are going to try to play a different style with us, try to get us into their style. We want to push the ball, we want to run, we want to play fast. But if teams do get their pace, we got to find a way to win. And that's why I was proud with that Clearwater game, that we were able to win a game in that style, because we're going to have some other games that are going to try to push us into that style, especially when you start looking at our second round with Andale. I'm trying to play them again. They want to play more of that deliberate pace. So we've got to get better at that, I think, a little bit. But that was a big moment as far as showing the guys, hey, we don't have to score in the 60s to win a basketball game. We can do it on the defensive end, trying to string together stops and put together a win where we maybe don't score our best. So that was a big moment. But if I had my preference, we want to get out and run. We want to play fast. We want to try to score, because that's just what we do better this year.
We play one of the top teams in 3A on Friday. Give us a scouting report on Cheney.
Cheney is a very good basketball team, 1 through 5. I was walked away extremely impressed, watched a couple games of theirs, and you can say top team in 3A. I'd put them in one of the top teams in the state, period. It's going to take our best effort offensively and defensively. They play a spread out 1-3-1. Defensively, they'll pick you up full court. Got a really long, rangy athlete on the front of that 1-3-1 that's going to make things difficult. And, playing against that style is just different. It's something you don't see every day. Then they'll mix it up and play a little bit of switching man on you. And, they can shoot the three 1 through 5. I think we counted. They hit double-digit threes against Winfield, as well as in one of the other games we watched. And it's going to be a tough one. These group of guys from Cheney have been playing varsity a long time, ever since they were sophomores, kind of growing into this mold. And you don't get to 9-0 and really haven't played a true close game without being a really, really good basketball team. And we know the challenge we're up against. And I think the guys are ready for that challenge and ready to try to take on a team and try to look for a marquee win this coming Friday.
As a coach, how challenging is it to navigate COVID?
I would say illness in general has been very difficult for us this year. Last year, I tell everybody I was kind of ready for it last year. You knew the protocols. You knew at any moment something could happen. You knew that there was a possibility of playing without guys. And then come this year, I think yesterday was one of our most full practices we've had since we came back from the winter break. After winter break to this point, I don't think we've had our full team one day in practice. There are a couple days where varsity and JV, we were down to 10, 11 guys in practice. And it's just hard to get that continuity going as you don't have everybody there due to illness. And so it's tough to essentially keep getting better as the year progresses. I'm hoping maybe we're kind of on the downhill slide of that, and maybe that things will start to slow down. We'll start to get a group of guys back in the gym every day for practice. But it's been very, very challenging this year, and something that I don't know if I was fully prepared for, because, I mean, I was prepared last year, and I'll admit I wasn't as prepared this year. So I'm hopeful things calm down as we kind of reach the tail end of the season here.
As the season comes to an end, what do we need to do to reach our full potential?
You know, we talk a lot about our ability to defend. It's been no secret that we're not an overly tall team. You know, I think we start just a couple guys barely over 6 foot tall, which is it's fine. It's just we've got to be able to defend as a unit because we don't really have a ton of size to keep people out of the paint. And you know, I know we can score the ball. I know that we've got guys who can really light it up on any night. It's that commitment to the defensive end, that commitment to getting better and willing to defend every possession that will really make the difference as far as how far we can go once we finally reach playoff time. So that would be my number one concern at this point is, A, what is our defensive identity, and B, will we buy in and will we continue to play defense the way we need to play to get to our full potential?
Okay. Thanks for joining us today, Coach. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Hayden Swolf, and I'll see you next time on the Rocket Coach